Hobbies.
Hobbies.
Ugh.
Still alive.
Darn. Hey guys, it's Twisty.
Be fresh.
And we recently saw the movie The Croods. It's one of the Disney and DreamWorks maybe.
I don't know. It's Disney.
It's one of the animated companies. They work together to create this movie, and it's a pretty much a movie about this cave girl and her family, and the world. I guess is changing from I
It's
forgot
evolving.
from the where all the continents were
Mesopotamia. That's so wrong.
right.
Don't listen to me, y'all.
It was I forgot what it was called when all the continents were together. But anyway, it was when all the continents were together, and then they separated. There was a name for it. I'm sorry, I'm just bad. I can't remember what it's
I'm
called.
not good at geography.
So but it was all together, and then they separated, and that's pretty much the whole idea, the whole main thing of the story. Yo, guy, and this is built. Dun, dun, dun. Moving on to the characters then is pretty much the entire family of the Croods, which is Grug, Feep, Ooga, Gran, Thunk, and Sandy.
Yeah, baby Sandy.
Right, which she was scary.
Yeah,
That was a scary little baby. I ain't lying. Eve is played by Emma Stone, and she's one of the main characters because she wants to be adventurous, kind of see the new world, see how things are changing.
Basically, you took a teenager and made her a cave girl.
Pretty much, she wants to defy everything her dad is telling her to do, and that's really it in a nutshell. It's a funny little movie to see how a different take on the same idea of a teenager just being defiant, just in prehistoric times.
Yeah. And that family was actually kind of scary. They had like maneuvers on, they had like this whole little military plan on how to get food, and they could run unusually fast, but of course you had to adapt to your surroundings. So,
Right.
I mean that
If we had to chase our food,
yeah,
we'd move faster too.
yeah. Even the grandmother, she was getting it, and the grandmother was played by Cloris Leachman.
Which is hilarious.
Funny lady. She's a funny lady, no matter what she does.
She reminds me of Phyllis Diller a lot.
Yeah, R.I.P. Phyllis.
I know.
But it was a nice take on a prehistoric family. Got to see what they would have thought of a family dynamic in prehistoric times.
And then you also have the characters of Guy and Belt. Guy played by Ryan Reynolds and Belt played by Chris Sanders. And it's a little bit confusing in this aspect because I thought they were all cave people, but he actually calls the Croods cavemen.
Yeah,
and so there's some kind of distinction between his intelligence and theirs.
Yeah,
but I'm not really for sure why.
I wasn't understanding it either because he supposedly invented all these things like fire and what was the other one? Shoes, clothes, like that type of thing.
Where he really used intelligence instead of just brute strength to survive.
Right.
So we get to see the dynamics of intelligence versus strength and see which was better. Snapshot! Ow. Then there's the we already talked about the overall plot. Like I said, it's just the teenager surviving and then the family adapting to Pangea. Ha! Got it. The name of all the continents when they were combined, surviving as Pangea's becoming the 7 continents.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much the entire plot is them seeing this new world that they have never experienced because they go out.
They stay in the cave.
They get food.
They go out, get food,
and come
back in the cave.
Yeah, and that's how they survive.
That's what Grug thought was best for his family.
Played by Nicolas Cage.
He thought that was best for his family because he was trying to protect them, and
because all the other families that they knew died.
Yeah, all the other families died some kind of horrible death, and like sea monsters and stuff like that. So we we get to see how Grug's philosophy of staying in the cave and staying safe and not being adventurous has kept his family alive. But when they are forced to leave the cave, we see how it's a struggle for Grug to accept the fact that being adventurous can also save life. It's that type of thing. So,
He had to learn that being stuck in a cave is not always the best thing. So he had
right.
to learn how to adapt. And that was the main thing that I think that the movie's trying to say. The overall thing seems to be this idea of adaptation, understanding and accepting people for their flaws and their advantages that they have.
Yeah.
So their traits that are good and their traits that are bad.
Right.
I think the ending of the movie was satisfying because it's Disney. It wasn't going to end sad. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna end too.
It can open sad, but it never ends sad.
Right.
So it ended well. I think that it was an ending that I accept. I believed it. It worked really well, and of course we understand that Grug, which is the main guy who's really stuck and stubborn, has to learn a lesson, and he does by the end of the movie. So I really think that it's a well-rounded movie. You really enjoy it. It's funnier than what I thought it was. I will admit that. I didn't think it was gonna be all funny.
It's pretty funny.
It was much funnier than I thought it was. So overall, I would definitely say check this movie out. It's definitely a 4.5. I really didn't see many.
It's a great kids movie.
Many issues.
Great kids movie. I think the kids will get a kick out of it watching all the things unfold.
Right, so, and if they can follow it.
Yeah, it's really easy to follow. Really easy storyline. Bright, pretty colors.
Right, a lot of shiny objects. So you can't get distracted with a shiny object right there in front of you. Like, yay, kind of thing. So, all right, guys, it's Twisty.
Be fresh.
Check you guys later, and once again, thank you for watching.